Oh, good. Bert found a squeak. All right, how do I make sure? Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna tweet that we're doing this. Looks okay. We're here. We're here. It's happening. I'm gonna grab a drink really quick. I need y'all to help me workshop some stuff. I'm actually gonna put you here. Maybe this is better. Hello. Maybe that's a better angle. It keeps autofocusing, but I'm also moving a lot. I forgot to grab a drink before I start this. I'll be 1 second. Don't judge my pajamas. Okay, I did it. Did I miss anything? All right. Sorry. This is all very thrown together. Oh, good. Bert found a toy. And breaking things. Yeah, can you hear him yelling at everything? I moved, so it's world ending. Yeah. He found a squeak that has been missing for like 2 weeks. So he's very proud of himself. Oh no, it's not. Yeah. Someone's sending along treats. Are you upset because you know they're not real treats? Come here. Come sit with me. Here we go. All better. All better. So he, yeah, you can see him like looking away from it. He's like real scared of beer cans, like the noise they make. And then if it's a traditional smelling beer, he's just kind of like freaked out by it. So I try not to drink beer directly next to him because he does this. It's like he can't even look at me. Baby boy, what happened to you? It makes me so sad just because, like, what could have happened to a dog to make them that freaked out about it? He will sometimes get off the furniture I'm sitting on if I, like, open a can too close to him. And I feel really bad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it just bums me out knowing, like, shit probably went down at the place he's from. But it's weird, like the can noise freaks him out, but as far as the smell of the beer, if it's like a sour, and this is why I pitch sours, is like if you don't like that beer taste or smell, try sours, because he doesn't have the same reaction to it, because they just don't have the same like hoppy, malty, it's none of those type of flavor or smell profiles. So it's yeah, he doesn't seem to mind them. I mean, some of them taste very much like kombucha, like tart, fruity, low alcohol. Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind those as much. I'm sorry, bud. I can hold off on drinking my beer and give you lots of snuggles. You are certainly more important. Oh, speaking of Bert things, yeah. My friend Rockwell and his lovely, lovely wife sent me this cute as shit Christmas present. I'm obsessed with it. I've been watching The Great British Sewing Bee, and I cannot nerd out about it enough. Yeah, and yeah, I can't think of a reason someone would not like it. Although someone told me, I was like, oh, have you ever seen Bake Off? We were like, isn't that for depressed people? But I get the same vibe from The Great British Sewing Bee as I do from Bake Off, where everyone's helping each other. Hi, Carrie! I'm getting some Bert snuggles. He's getting kind of squeaky, though, so maybe I'll... Oh, that's why. This is his, it's like a little clamshell bed. but he like was pulling it around the house. Yeah, he's trying to like squirm to get into it. You know, take your toy into the clam bed. There you go. Yeah, he was like dragging the clam bed around because he wanted to be in it, but I was in the other room. He's very demanding. Yeah, so I am not sure what to start next. So I figured I'd do a live stream for a little while. I'm gonna go at like 6:15. So not a super long one. I know sometimes they're like half an hour and sometimes they're 3.5 hours. So it'll just be a quick one. Because I gotta make some really good pizza that I'm very excited about. But yeah, I just posted, well, it's rendering and then I will upload it. But I have a video that's coming down my Patreon, but before the end of the day. God damn it. And it's me going over 2 of the dresses I did in that Love at First Stitch Tilly and the Buttons video that I wanted to tweak. Like one of them I wanted to add pockets to, and one of them I attempted to fix the boob darts. That's definitely something I need to work on. And then eventually I would like to have my own like block patterns, pattern blocks. I don't know what to call them. But yeah, so I just posted the process of like walking through those 2 fixes for the Megan and Lilu dress. So that'll be, yeah, up on my Patreon before the end of the night. So if you're seeing like a lot of content today, if you're part of that is why. I just wanted to post it before the end of the month. And also I haven't done a live stream in January, and I'm determined to do this once a month. But yeah, unfortunately I have a tough time scheduling stuff because I have lots of plates to spin. So, yes, thank you for saying that about the Subspace bag. I'm so proud of how it came out. I used it like as my purse yesterday and it's so good. I'm so happy with how that came out. I don't usually get very like braggy about, well, maybe it's not braggy, because that's automatically putting a negative spin on things, but I'm not usually so like confident and so unquestioningly proud of a project. But that's straight up like one of my favorite things I've ever made. So as far as projects that are on the table, pretty much anything in this bin. So we're gonna do some digging. Although, let me also grab some fabric that's over here. So I got some fox fabric. I have some teal aquamarine wool fabric. I have the 2 dresses I just fixed. They're gonna have future lives after this. I have plans. I don't know if Rob is here. I don't think so, because he's on Australia time and I can't imagine what time it is there. But him and I were kind of like workshopping one of these dresses and some stuff to do to it, and I'm so excited about what we were talking about, and that's kind of what made me want to do a live stream, was to like, I get a lot out of bouncing ideas off of other people. I'm like, you're all much better at the designy parts than I am, so I thought it would be fun to like make it a group effort what I work on next. Oh, so here, as I grab like more straightforward things, I'll just show you and tell you what needs to get done really quick. Oh, hello. I mean, you missed Bert hanging out. I'm not going to be doing a super long live stream. Yeah, Bert is asleep under my desk now. It's been like 30 seconds. Anyways. Oh, God. I just realized like my swallowing noises are probably super terrible. I'm a very loud swallower. Weird. Too much information. Fun fact about me. So yeah, the more straightforward projects are things like, this is a sleeve that is too short for me. What a goddamn surprise. But because the cuff is doubled over, I have a very like quick and easy way to lengthen it, and then I can start wearing this again. So it's more of like a repair quick alterations pile thing. It seemed like a lot of you liked my repair pile video that I posted. That was sometime in the fall, I think. So I can probably accumulate a handful of those types of things, like quicker projects, and do another one of those. Because I mean, that's just gonna take a couple minutes to throw together. But also, I mean, I've been posting some pretty long and involved projects this year so far, so I'm up for doing any and all of these. I just don't know if there are preferences with any of you all for like short versus long projects. I had a lot of fun doing that project book. I do also have a lot of other project books. Maybe we can go through that too, and you can help me pick what one to do next. I'm not gonna make myself do it within a week like I did last time, because I would have done the mock-ups and stuff and done it a little more properly. We're still learned a lot. I'm still really happy about that, but the thing I feel like I missed out on by not giving myself more time was getting my teeth into doing toiles and stuff. Also, I don't know if I'm saying toile right, but it's Toile. That's my guess. I assume everything fancy sounding is French. And I more than any other accent can't form the shapes around French words. Even in German class, I feel like I had a pretty good handle on pronouncing a lot of that stuff in high school, except I'm not going to attempt it. I'm just going to explain it. Saying orange in German, you're basically saying orange, but with a French accent. And I couldn't do it. I always did very badly on that vocabulary list. All right, let me dig more stuff out. I'm honestly not even sure that I'm keeping that. Oh yeah. My sister gave me these dresses, and I, at the very least, want to detach the gathered skirt and just have it as a skirt. But like, look how good this fabric is. And it has all these stars on the bodice. Yeah, I really like this. It has a little keyhole in the back, which I've never done before. So part of me wants to try to work the bodice. Oh, and it has like full princess seams, it looks like, which I've also not done before. So I wonder if I can work it and kind of, oh, there's two, by the way. I don't remember where she got it from, but they super messed up her order a couple of times. Oh, but yeah, so she gave me two, so I have like a lot of stuff to work with. And yeah, I'm wondering if I use the skirt. Part of me was thinking I should make, oh, they're from Torrid. I was wondering if I should make a skirt for me and then a skirt for Maddie, because I thought that would be really cute, because when I think of owls, I think of her. But with the bodice, I want to shape it and get it to fit me and kind of play around with the idea of princess seams, because it's not something I've done before. So that's on the table. I don't know if this is helpful in the way of me describing things. There's so much in this bin. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because I think I'm going to get overwhelmed, but I'll pick out like 4 or 5 more things. I have this top, which fits so well. I love how everything fits down to like the waist. And it's nice and long, but there's staining on the bottom. So I got this fabric that I thought I could do some kind of skirt off the bottom here. This is also a knit, so I wouldn't want it to be a really heavy skirt. But yeah, I wanted to play around with it because I also haven't done much with stripes. Like there's stripes on both things, so I don't know. Here's the problem, right? Is like, I like making stuff, certainly, and the fun of like doing the subspace bag. Actually, all the videos I've done this year, the Goon cosplay thing, even the wood sling, all the Tilly projects, and the subspace bag, they're all based on other people's designs, and I just don't have a good fashion sense, honestly. So I have a hard time coming up with the ideas on my own where I enjoy the execution of them. So I almost need someone to like do the sketches for me and try to figure out how to make that into a three-dimensional fabric thing. So straight up, like, well, this feels weird. I don't want to like idea mine people. And I know I've gotten suggestions from people that are like, oh, it'd be cool if you could make this. And then I never did it. There's a terry cloth playsuit that someone emailed me the pattern for, but it's not an actual pattern. I don't know how to describe it. We'll talk about it sometime. I would like to try to go through it, but it's basically like, I'd rather just try to make the thing from the image, but it's a terry cloth playsuit that Sean Connery is wearing as James Bond. Doesn't really seem like a thing me or anyone I know would wear. And out of terry cloth, like, I don't know. So I guess I'm also going to be picky about the stuff that people suggest. So I have no idea. What I need to do is look at more Instagram hashtags. I feel inspired by things and I'll do little doodles. But, I mean, I guess that's what the board behind me is for, is the sketch stuff. But then my material that I have hanging out doesn't necessarily work for the ideas I have over there. And the point is to sew through what I currently have. And then I can tackle stuff like that. So I feel like I'm a little stuck, basically. Yeah, I guess I do have Pinterest boards. And Pinterest in particular, I feel like is probably good if I have like a good color palette to go with, or even certain style skirts. I think that's another thing I need to learn, is the different types of garments. So like different types of skirts, dresses, like different bust lines, collars, sleeve styles, stuff like that. I did a bunch of research last weekend over different types of pockets that I had like never thought about before. So it was really cool learning that stuff. Like a gathered pocket, where like you have the band at the top, but then the pouchy part is like gathered at the top, so you have a bunch of room in it. Never in my life had I considered something like that. So, yeah, I think I need to just keep investing more time into the, those kinds of projects. Oh God, see, this is why I'm doing a live stream, to get help. Oh, I would love that. I'm into that. The panic I just had is that I also have a ton of patterns, which again need certain types of fabric, but I'm sure there's some overlap between what I have for patterns and what I have for fabric. So I do want to keep going through that. Here's another question. I know I did the Tilly video more about the experience of, yeah, exactly. The library's been great. I'm so deep in the sewing mojo because of going to the library a couple weeks ago. Like that's where I got the Tilly book and got the ideas for, like I made a ton of notes again about pockets, from those books. So just to figure out the different ingredients I can put into an outfit. I don't know if this is something I even need to show anyone, but yeah, I like did some little sketches and stuff to add. This is my like technique Bible. I like this very much. I think I need to do more patterns just for the practice of doing them, like getting Yeah, yeah, I like that too. That's how I feel about, like I do feel drawn to this now that I'm like holding this fabric, so maybe this is where we go with it. This is fabric. It was clearly already cut out to be a very long circle skirt. I got it at the thrift store for like 50 cents. Yeah, here are the pieces. So it's two chunks like this, and it gets so wide at the bottom. So because it was already cut into a skirt shape, like that seems like a natural place to go. So I wonder if I just practice like perfecting making circle skirts. There's so much it's getting in the way of the the camera. Yeah, so I like that too. That's part of the fun of thrifting fabric for me, I think, is you only get so much of it. And sometimes it's already kind of cut into something. So it's kind of fun. Kind of fun doing that. Plus, honestly, not knowing what it's made of is challenging, certainly, but it adds a fun challenge element to it, I guess, you know? And then I'll grab maybe just this. Maybe I just grab this and we call it there. I also have this skirt, and I am very much in love with these colors. I feel myself drawn to wools right now, so maybe I just stick with those, because I'm gonna make, one day, I'm gonna make a very good dress out of this. I think even out of this same style pattern, I did like the Lilu dress from that very last dress, that blue polka dot dress from the Tilly video. I think like a full one garment, two-part thing, not two-part thing. Having a full dress out of this, I think would be really rad. I love it so much. It's so cute. And I have matching elastic because initially I was just going to do a skirt and practice gathered skirts, which I'm not opposed to. And I got 3 yards, so there might be enough fabric for something like that. But we'll see. Yeah, I really like to play around with this more. Oh, it's a fox. I love the idea of having uteri fabric. I've never thought about the plural of that, but that's probably what that is, huh? Oh, that's so good. That's so good. But yeah, I think I'll put this on hold. I mean, I do that with a lot of things where I'm like, for a special occasion, but I don't have a vision for it yet. But yeah, I'm finding myself drawn to these. Also because they're limited bits. So this is already it's such a big skirt. It's not like the longest. I don't know. That's pretty long. That's a decent amount of fabric, I'd say. It's this really pretty, I don't know if the color's showing up very well, but it looks gray because of the way the colors are mixed, and like these stripes are gray, but yeah, it's like this eggplant purple, like aubergine, and then almost navy, and then there's this kind of emerald green running through. This is so my color palette. Oh, I love it so much. Yeah, and I really like plaid. Something I've never attempted is pattern matching, or yeah, I guess that's pattern matching when you're like lining up the lines on something like this. Oh shit, it has pockets. I've never done pockets like this though. So other things I want to practice. And there's a ton of lining fabric and stuff. This big ass placket. I don't mind plackets. I made so many plackets at the costume shop, and it's honestly really easy because it's fabric folded over, and then you just put a couple buttonholes at the top, and honestly that almost makes it kind of adjustable. So yeah, I think turning this into something this makes me very excited. Okay. So maybe just talking at you guys about this is helping me figure stuff out. So yeah, maybe something out of this. I think that's the move. Is it a cop-out to just do a gathered skirt? Because I feel like that's my default. Ooh, yeah. How, if you don't mind me asking on a public forum, don't feel pressure to answer if not, but like, how has business stuff been for you this month? To be fair, I haven't been putting a lot of effort and time into Etsy stuff because I just have it in my head that January is really slow for everything. So I was just like, well, why bother if it's just going to be like yelling into the void, especially because I've had so many exciting projects over here. Yeah, so I wonder, because I also need to like redo my website. I never did that much with it. My friend Sam took a ton of gorgeous photos for me. And my friend Galen took a ton of photos for me, and then he built a website for me that, I mean, I have links to, but it just kind of links back to my Etsy and my YouTube channel, I think. So, like, the website itself doesn't seem to serve much of a purpose other than having a photo gallery, which I think is probably helpful. So yeah, I don't know. I need to put time into it, but I just don't feel like I want to spend any time on that kind of stuff right now. Okay, yeah. I mean, my friends that have like brick and mortar stores and even like breweries and restaurants and stuff, January is just not when people are spending money. So yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I guess that's the only new thing I would introduce is have something set up where people can, I guess, buy stuff straight from the website. I don't see why not. I'll just have to like cross-reference the inventory with Etsy and stuff. And then, yeah, part of me wants to shy away from custom orders, but I don't get a lot. And I do feel like the things I offer that are custom orders, they're manageable, but they're just challenging enough that I get just the sense of dread that I'm not going to do a good job, even though I've done all of them before. I've done all the hats. I've done all the hooded scarves. I've done all the Hogwarts robes. I guess the Hogwarts robes and the kigurumis are like fit to size, and that'll change every time. But I've done probably the most extreme upsizing I could without having to order like specialty fabric. And it went well because at least as far as those items, I know what I'm doing. So I don't know why I'm just filled with this like stomach drop type fear. It's not going to go well. Like, it's gone fine. It's gone fine every time. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, I mean, it is nice having like sewingnerdstudios.com. I guess even just not letting someone else have it is useful. So there's not like any crossover with someone else's stuff. I feel like that's happened with other people before. There was this Sewing Nerd website, but it's specifically upholstery, which I have no intention of getting into. So there's no, it's not like, I'm not even worried about competition wise. I just don't want people looking for me and stumbling across someone else, and not realizing that it's not me. All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with this. And then, it's still, I mean, I've washed this once, if not twice. It just still has that smell like it's been in the back of someone's grandmother's closet for a long time and like got re-perfumed every time their other garments got next to it, you know? I feel like wool soaks up everything anyway. Yeah, granny funk. Yeah, like it doesn't smell bad. It's just intense. Just that very florally perfume. I'm not a floral person. I mean, other than like lilacs and lavender, I guess those are floral, but there's a distinct perfume smell that's on a handful of the garments I have thrifted over the years, and sometimes it's just impossible to get it out. Oh. Yeah, there are, well, I guess no one has, like, Holy Crap, It's Joe, and Sewing Nerd Studios is, like, anybody else could come up with those words, I guess. I mean, they feel right, but it could apply to a lot of people. Where, like, if someone else took Holy Crap, It's Joe, I'd be like, what are you doing? That feels very specific to me. But also, I don't know. I don't know if it's dumb to have these things separated, like me and then my business. Like the business is Sewing Nerd Studios, but the series I have on my Holy Crap It's Joe channel is Sewing Nerd. So I don't know. When I started all of this, I didn't intend to become a brand. It feels weird pitching myself as the thing. I hate that it doesn't just keep the chat up. That's all I want to see is the chat. I don't need to see me. Yeah, I've definitely left stuff on the clothesline. Yeah, it's rough. I mean, we have like lots of method. I mean, I picked up a handful of stuff at the costume shop as far as getting things out, because when people rent costumes, oh god, especially mascot things, they come back with some just forever stinks and stains. And yeah, we would do some pretty intense shit on those. Although, fun fact, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but did you know this is a very specific issue to have, and probably only applies to the person sewing things, but if you get your own blood on something, your spit can, like, there's enzymes in it that will help break it down and like help remove the stain. So if you like, you use your own spit as like a pre-rinse, yeah, that helps get blood out of things. And then and there's that soap. It's like $1. Oh god, not Faber-Castell. That's the fancy pencils. Why is that where my brain is going? There's a certain kind of soap that's very, very good at getting stains out, and it's just like this beige brick. But it's been around forever, I guess. But it's very good. Very harsh on your hands though. So just wear glovey things. But even that soap that I cannot think of did not help with the stink of this. So I think it's just there. But I'm still gonna turn it into something. So yeah, some kind of skirt. Maybe I need to look at Pinterest and Instagram to figure out plaid skirt styles, because I want it to be shorter, but I don't want to get into schoolgirl territory. I don't fuck with pleats, so I wouldn't do that to myself anyway. But yeah, at least I feel like I'm headed in a direction here. Yeah. Oh, I don't have time to go through the books. We'll go through the books some other time. I also don't feel ready to get into a project book right now because I want to work through the whole thing, and like I don't have it in me right now, but I know I will want to. But if you have suggestions for sewing books, either reference books, like this type of shit, big heavy duty things, that's fine. I have a bunch of serger books that I'm
trying to work through too, that just go over techniques and things you can give a try to like test the techniques. So I'm going to be reading through those, but yeah, I would like to do videos working through the project books. But if you have suggestions, yeah, I was talking to a couple of you about Gertie books. Cheryl very kindly sent me one of the Gertie books, Gertie's Ultimate Dress Book, and that seems like it has so much more in it than I thought. And I cannot wait to work on some of those. And then I know Tilly has the Stretch book. I'm just waiting for, I think there's a wait list of a couple people at the library system I have access to, so I'm waiting for that. And then she's about to come out with a third one. It was supposed to be the end of February, but it's coming out like on Galentine's Day, I think, which is fun and dorky. But yeah, if there's other books like that that you have used, either reference books or project books, please send me them because I would like to check them out. Because I'm just really focused on getting better at sewing this year. And I feel silly for not like being a real Hermione about it before, because it's the thing I'm most passionate about. But maybe I had to get to a certain skill level to feel like I could even process some of the information, because I don't know, I used to just ignore anybody discussing darts and stuff before, but now that I've done a handful of things, including darts, where it's like, oh no, it's just helping make a 2-dimensional piece of fabric into a 3-dimensional garment, so it's not as daunting now that I've gotten my teeth into it a little more. So yeah, please let me know like favorite sewing books, sewing inspiration things, and fashion things. That's something I never spend time looking through. I know my friend Elissa is going to be a really great resource because she is just brilliant about fashion things. Like, she knows so much of the history and also just has such a great sense of style and fashion sense and everything, but also understands how garments are made. So maybe I just need her to be my designer, and then I'll be the seamstress. We'll be a tag team. But yeah, I definitely need to, like, I can't keep ignoring the fashion side of things. Not that I'm going to start following, like, Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week type stuff. I mean, I'll probably look at some of those things, but I'm not going to go with the more fad type things. I can't see myself doing that. Just for the sake of being trendy, you know? Or if it's something I like and I'm drawn to, then yeah, I'll give it a go. And yeah. Oh, and I have so many sewing patterns, and even though I prefer not sewing from a pattern and just kind of winging it, which mostly comes from enjoying reconstructing garments, so there's already something there. There's already bones to be working with. I think that's why I never got into patterns before. I do have a lot of patterns, but if you have suggestions for patterns you think I might like, or ones that you like that you've tried, and if I have something similar, or if I find it somewhere, like even just the reference photos on the front, I think stuff like that would be helpful. When I'm feeling like I'm not sure what to make, which is kind of what's happening right now. So I will go through my skirt and dress patterns before I work on this and see what I can find. And then, yeah, just look for inspiration on the internet. If you feel like sending me your sources for that kind of stuff, I would very much appreciate it. I think I have to go, and I'm bummed because I want to keep hanging out, because I know it's been a while. But yeah, I'll have another video up Friday. I'm gonna probably give myself the weekend to, I mean, I have a couple like sewing jobs to do. One of them's altering a wedding dress, and I'm trying not to like put that itself on a pedestal and just break it down into the tasks that need to get done, which don't seem that daunting on their own, but just the pressure of it being a wedding dress, that's like the ultimate important garment. So I just don't want to fuck it up for the person. But I don't think the sewing I'll do to it will cause like irreparable damage. So I guess I have that to be like a safety net for me. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna let myself relax over the weekend, and other than, you know, the work I'm doing. But yeah, I'm about to upload a video to Patreon, so if you're part of that, keep an eye out for that in the next hour, hopefully. See how slow the internet is, but it should be done rendering by the time I'm off here. And then, yeah, I'll have another video up next Friday. And I super appreciate everyone being so supportive with me going back to once a week and just all the videos that have been happening, and yeah, helpful ideas for things, even like recommendations on stuff for my Etsy shop and art fairs and stuff. Like Carrie, the suggestion of the mystery bags was one of the greatest things that happened last year. Such a huge help. So yeah, I appreciate you all like sharing your stuff with me too. And I hope I am contributing something to your creative juices. I don't know. I lost the train of thought there. I'm sorry. Can you tell I'm very hungry and very tired? But yeah, sorry to cut this one a little short. I feel like I got some extra pointless rambles in there just for good measure. But yeah, I have settled on this fabric, and oh, it's so pungent. We'll see what happens in the next week. Sometime in the next couple days, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with it, and yeah, that'll be Friday's thing. Okay, God, I'm bad at the sign off part. I'm going to take my beer and my tiny dog and go make some pizza. But thank you all for hanging out. I'm glad we got to catch up a bit. Oh, there's so many. Oh, Castile soap. Oh no. I missed so many things. Okay. Okay. Yes, I agree. The daunting part is the lingo in some of these things. The Closet Historian. Yes, yes, yes. She's so good. It's because of her that I figured out what a pattern block is, and I want to get good enough, and it's because of her videos. Like, I've gotten better at sewing because of her going so in depth about her stuff, where some of it is stuff I know, but some of it is not stuff that I know. So I really like having her videos on in the background. Yeah, so good. Okay. Oh, thank you. A Hermione purse. I love it. I feel very much like I'm channeling Hermione this month. Oh, that's really nice to hear, Francesca. I'm glad I've been able to help give a boost. Oh, you guys. Yes, oh, and someone else was talking about Angela Clayton. That is like the other person I've been watching a lot lately. Plus Bernadette Banner and Kathy Hay. I haven't seen a ton of their videos yet, and I haven't seen a lot of Angela Clayton's videos, but I did have her on when I was working through those Tilly dresses, and her and Adam Savage, because Adam Savage does a lot of one-day builds, and he specifically did a sewing one where I've always wanted the bag, the like project bag that I don't remember what it's called, but it's like Savage Studios or whatever. They have a project bag, but the bag's really expensive, but I didn't know that they sold the pattern. And he worked through it. Oh, bless that man. But he like made, yeah, I guess they sell the pattern, which is, that feels so Adam Savage. To be like, here we have a thing. You can also try to make it yourself. And yeah, him and the person that like designed the pattern, I guess, or like broke it down into the actual pattern pieces. They made it out of sailcloth, which I hadn't thought about, but like, I guess that exists. I would love to make it out of like some of the duck canvas I have left over from some projects I've done. So it was really cool to have on in the background. Is like other people sewing stuff while I'm sewing stuff is one of my favorite things. But okay, I'm gonna go do the leaving thing like I keep threatening to do. And yeah, make myself some pizza. I'm very excited. I've been craving pizza all week. And I got like a third of the way through my beer. Not that I was trying to chug it, but I'm the slowest drinker in the world. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I will plan one for February and like actually, we will actually hang out for the evening. But it seems like Fridays are a good day to do that. Plus it's a day I'm posting, so I can try to mention it on the day I'm posting the video. So I would try to give a heads up next time. I know it's always last minute, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna go for real now. Thank you all for hanging out, and I will, yeah, I'll be around, but I'll be posting something out of this next Friday. I'll see you all soon.